So I want to talk a little bit about Apple. So Apple is almost the most profitable company in Wall Street. It was the first company to reach $1 trillion value. Now, what's the problem is? They keep raising the prices of the iPhones, and all of the other products they're making are highly priced as well. And of course, this is not a problem when people can afford it. So some people, and it's definitely considered leisure or a high-end products. But the problem is that it became almost normal, and there is a social pressure, especially among children and kids, to buy Apple products. Oh, we don't have an iPhone? Oh, we have a problem. That's more prevalent in America, so different countries don't have it as much, but in America it's more prevalent. So kids not have to, but I can say have to with hair quotes, have to have an iPhone, and if not, they won't be socially acceptable in some way. And why it's such a problem is because kids don't have that money, so it's more than $1,000. So I think the newest iPhone right now, it's about $1,200 for the highest. I don't know the highest, it could be even higher than that. So it's outrageous price to pay for an iPhone or for a smartphone, especially when you can buy cheaper ones for much cheaper. So yes, some people can afford a $1,200 smartphone, sure, buy it. But if you can't, that's inconsiderate, I would say, of the population. So let's take kids and children as an example. So someone at the age of 15 even, he want to buy an iPhone, so let's say even $1,000 value, it's enormous. And I, as a grown-up, I don't have $1,000 just like that to spend on a smartphone. I don't buy a smartphone for $1,000 because I don't have that money to spend. Especially when you can get the same deal for much cheaper. What I mean by that is different smartphone. So there is no reason to pay that much of a price. So $1,000, like I said, it's a very high price to pay for a smartphone, and many people do not have it. The reason they increase the prices that much, and they keep raising the prices year by year, it's keep rising, and you don't get any value in return. You do not get any. So they got like this little iPhone 10, which was like this little notches. That's not an additional value, maybe a little bit. That this does not correlate with the higher prices. The reason they raise the prices is because they sell less iPhones, and they still want to compensate their stockholders, Wall Street. So they raise the prices because they still want to be highly profitable company. So they keep raising and raising the prices, and it's indeed a problem. So if they lower the prices, Wall Street would not like it, and they will try and start to sell the stock, and some problem will be rising, financial problems. But what I think is, first of all, they have a lot of money. I think it's $200 billion cash. They're looking to invest in something. They have a lot of money. That's what I'm trying to say. They have a lot of money, free money, which they're looking for what to invest, and they cannot find. So I think it should be some kind of a solution of how to allow more people to buy that iPhone. So at least have like a very cheap model and a very expensive one. They do not offer that. The cheapest model, because why they don't? Because the cheapest model, most people will buy the cheapest one, the cheapest version. They don't want people to buy the cheapest version. And back to the problem is, it's inconsiderate, and it's a company should care about the community. So it's an American company, and they should care and careful about how the community is using their products. And I think there is some kind of abuse of their power, because it's some kind of a monopoly. You can see that in that kind of a view. It's a monopoly. People cannot buy other things, especially kids or even grown-ups. They still have that social pressure to buy Apple products. So some kind of subsidies, I don't know. I'm not here to find answers. But I would even say that even if they lower prices, they would earn less. They will still be very highly profitable company, and they will be more desirable. They will be more accepted by the public as an American company that cares about their customers and not trying only to make the most buck out of you and reap you and take all of the money that you have. I think it's totally outrageous, and it's not the only company. I totally got off on Apple here, which maybe it's not very fair, but there is many other companies that do the same. But Apple, I think, is in the lead and used as a role model sometimes for other companies that imitate them to do the same. So that's pretty much it. Thank you.